JC talking movies. He is talking movies, yeah. I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I really, really love the original. I love Dream Warriors. I like even some of the later sequels. I love Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. He's fantastic. I even did hate Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy Krueger in the remake that killed this franchise, or so it seemed. It was dormant because there's been an entirely weird rights issue. Now, what happened is the U.S. rights to the original screenplay of Nightmare on Elm Street, written by Wes Craven, has reverted to his estate. That's who owns the U.S. distribution rights. Now, New Line, who's been making these the whole time, they have the international. And they've been trying to broach a deal to make a new one. And they haven't been able to do it. But now, here's what happened. Paramount has struck a deal with the Craven estate, and now they have the U.S. rights to Nightmare on Elm Street, the original screenplay, Freddy Krueger, and all the mythology that led up to creating this giant franchise. And they have a new movie in development. So what did New Line do? New Line decided, we're going to have our own Nightmare on Elm Street, and there are now 2 Nightmare on Elm Street films in production, pre-production, right now. And there's a lot. Lee Cronin is attached to the New Line, and that's only international. There's a chance that you couldn't see this movie if they made it, and then they make the other one. There's going to be 2. One you can't see in the United States, and then one that you can't see internationally. So there's going to be 2 versions of the same Nightmare on Elm Street, and then there's all these weird tie-ups like this. Okay, so Paramount can make anything involving Freddy and the first film, but none of the sequels. None of the sequel mythology can get added in. None of the Dream Warriors stuff. All that stuff is owned by New Line. So they could do their own Dream Warriors franchise alongside using Freddy, because Freddy is attached to that idea. They just can't release it in the United States. But what's crazy is these 2 production companies are just making movies, or pre-producing them right now, in order to make the other one kind of like playing chicken. They're racing their cars, but they're movies, at each other, and they're trying to see who's going to jump off first. Like basically decide, okay, well, this one has more traction or has a cooler person attached to it, and therefore, boom, we're going to stop making ours and jump onto yours and share the rights. They're trying to find this middle ground like what Sony and Marvel did for the Spider-Man franchise, where they both have the rights to certain aspects of this character, but they don't have all of it. So Lee Cronin, who made Evil Dead Rise, is jumping on to this internationally set up movie, which is through New Line and Warner Brothers, the original creators alongside Wes Craven of Nightmare on Elm Street. And he made Evil Dead Rise, and I love that movie, and I think that he's got an idea about what's fun about Freddy. And I think that's the thing that was missing from the Jackie Earle Haley stuff. He wasn't saying one-liners and being goofy when he cut people up. Freddy's all about the love of the game. So if you don't put the joy in it and he's just kind of scary and knife hands, you kind of lose some of the fun that is Freddy Krueger. So I think that no matter who makes this movie, they have to kind of capture the joyous nature of the serial killer monster pedophile. I mean, Freddy, he killed kids, and they think they're. So what I'm excited about is that this movie could be coming out here, and then it also could be coming out internationally. We're gonna get 2 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Would you want to see 2 different versions created by 2 different directors? Do you want to see 2 different actors take on the role of Freddy Krueger? Or would you rather them both kind of come together and make one really good movie? In my opinion, I'm actually not upset at the idea of them making 2, because then you get to pick your favorite, and it'll also make it where we can all sit down and kind of go, which one did I like more? I know I like this one more, and you can argue about all that fun stuff, and that's what makes movies amazing. So, I mean, because right now, Mike Flanagan was originally trying to make a new Nightmare on Elm Street, but because of the rights situation, he fully dropped out, and then he went in to make his Netflix Flanagan universe. So the big takeaway from the whole thing is that right now, in production or in pre-production, you have Paramount making one Nightmare on Elm Street film using the U.S. distribution rights that were owned by Wes Craven's estate, and that is for the original screenplay, Freddy Krueger, the entire first film, and all that mythos. So basically the general idea of what the character is, but not what he became. And then New Line, who made all the sequels, they still have the international rights. And these movies are now competing to be created first. It is a space race of Krueger. Krueger's space race. Who's gonna shoot the monkey into the moon first? So subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna be doing more videos like this where I ramble on and talk about movie stuff, because I love movie stuff. Leave comments. Comment on this. That'd be cool. Also, if you want to watch my review for End of Oak Street, that's coming out Sunday or Monday. Check it out. All right. Goodbye.